Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Okay, thank you all for joining. We thought because Ekadashi is coming up on Friday, that's in the UK, and a couple of people who just started doing Ekadashis, they were asking for recipes. So we thought we'll just go through maybe 2 simple recipes. Not too difficult. I think most people should be able to fathom these recipes and do, make the items. So we've chosen one, which is Gauranga potatoes. The other one is a potato rosti. So if we go through the Gauranga potato recipe first. Okay.
And if there are any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Yeah, you're welcome to ask as we're going along.
Haribol, are you going to send the recipe on the
Yes.
chat? Or, okay.
Yes, don't need to write it down. No need to write it down.
Yeah, it will be on YouTube and the slides will be put on the group.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah,
Haribol.
No problem. Okay, so basically the preparation time for this is just 10 minutes. But the cooking time, which is the baking time, which is about just over an hour, 65 minutes. So what you need, this is making it for just one person, okay? So that's what I'm based the recipes on, just cooking for one person. So 2 medium-sized potatoes, so you peel them and slice them. And I'll have a picture of what sort of slices they should look like. So you need a tablespoon of olive oil or sunflower oil or any Ekadashi oil, because these are basically Ekadashi recipes. Black pepper, about 1/4 or more, or depending on your taste. 300 milliliter tub of sour cream and salt to taste. And you can also add chilies and ginger as well, which I haven't. So I've kept it as simple as possible, and you can adapt it to how you like your taste, and some mixed herbs as well. Okay. So preparing is basically, first you cut the potato into slices. So you roughly look like this.
And you will notice every single potato is exactly the same size. Okay, it's not.
Yeah, just make sure they're not too thick, because then they will take longer to bake. And if it's too thin, they'll be too crusty and a little bit hard. Okay, and so as you're preparing the sour cream, so you preheat your oven at 20 degrees. And then in a saucepan, you heat the oil over medium heat. It doesn't have to be very hot, so you just heat it for a few seconds, and you add the sour cream, salt, herbs, and pepper to it, and mix well. So basically, this is what it should look like. And once this warms up, you can just about see some bubbles on the side. So that's when you know that the cream is ready. Okay, so stir briefly until it bubbles on the side. Okay. And then you remove the pan from the heat, and you add the potato slices to this mixture. Mix well so that all the slices are covered, and put in a baking tray. So this is what it would look like once you mixed it all together. And you can have a casserole dish or a baking tray.
Now, previously, and I think some recipes may recommend the boiling of the potatoes before
parboiling them.
Parboiling them.
Yeah. So you could do that to speed up the baking process. So you could parboil them, but I've tried to keep it as simple as possible, not too many stages. Okay.
Excuse me, what are Gauranga potatoes?
This is the name of this recipe.
Okay, all right.
Gauranga, it's because once they're baked, they look golden.
Yeah.
That's the reason why it's called Gauranga.
Okay.
It's a recipe that actually one of the ISKCON devotees, Kurmadas, has actually prepared and invented it. Yeah. Okay.
And Gauranga potato.
Gauranga. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gauranga potato. See at the top there, Gauranga potato. And Gauranga, of course, is a word that doesn't exist in the English language. That is the name of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And because the potato, when it comes out, it's like a goldenish color.
Yeah.
So it reminds us of Gauranga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who's golden, and hence Gauranga potato. So it's not a recipe you'll find in an English cookbook or anything like that.
Yeah. Only in the ISKCON cookbooks you'll find this recipe.
yeah.
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 Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Where will we get this sour cream?
Okay, sour cream can be got at any supermarket. It will be in the fridge section by the single cream. It's called
Okay.
sour cream. Yeah,
Thank you, Prabhu.
no problem. Okay. It's
Then
readily available
can
in
I-
this country.
Can I request for the questions to be a bit later so that we can go through once so we remember it? Yeah.
Mm.
If the ladies can refrain from questioning at the very end.
Okay, all right. Okay, so once you mixed it, you put it in the casserole dish, which you've done, and then you place it in the middle portion of the preheated oven, and you bake it for about 65 minutes. Okay, so bake for about 60 to 65 minutes at 200 degrees until the top is golden brown, and you have to make sure the potatoes are soft as well. If they're not, you might have leave them in a little longer, depending how thick you cut your potatoes.
And perhaps also depending whether you use white or red potatoes.
Yeah.
So
So
red
this is
potatoes
what-
take a little longer.
This is the end product. So this is what it should look like once it's been baked.
Slightly overdone because somebody has a philosophy. If he ain't burnt, he ain't cooked. That's me.
That's it. So that is the first recipe.
Slow down, slow down.
Okay.
So, is it which micro oven we have to break? Is it or two micro ovens are there?
Oh yes, so you should use
Normal
your
oven.
Normal oven.
Normal oven.
Don't use microwave. If you can avoid using microwave, better.
Okay.
Better to avoid
Normal.
using microwave. So we're going to go through that one more time.
Yeah. Because we have just had a couple more people joining. So just quickly run through that
Yeah,
again.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Because you are a little too quick.
Next stop.
She's the world expert. And
I don't know about world expert.
she's really good. So medium-sized potatoes can be red or white. We use red,
Yeah.
because just find a better texture with red, but you can equally use white as well. And olive oil can be sunflower oil, but olive oil is a little better for the health. Can even be ghee if one wants, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, can be ghee.
Yeah.
So if one is inclined to use sattvic products, ghee would be the best. Pepper, sour cream, salt to taste. So you haven't put an amount,
No.
but what would it be? What would you normally put?
For one person, it'll be probably a teaspoon.
One teaspoon, and mixed herbs. You can always add salt on top. That's the advantage.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then you cut the potatoes into slices, fairly thin slices. So this is like 5 millimeters. Is that? No. Something like 5 millimeters. It can be thin. It can be a little bit medium sized. So it cooks nicely then. Otherwise, what will happen is it'll stay a little hard, and that obviously makes it hard to digest. And you preheat the oven. That preheating is 5 minutes, right? Yeah.
So while you're preparing the cream and everything,
Yeah.
that's why.
At 200 degrees.
Yeah.
Which is quite high, right? That's
Mm.
pretty high. And then you heat the oil in a saucepan over medium heat. When the oil is hot, you add in the herbs first?
No.
No, okay.
If you go back to the thing, it's a sour cream,
Okay.
salt, herbs, and pepper.
So everything together.
Everything together.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So you don't do a chance as such?
No. There's no
Okay.
chance here. The oil is just to keep it sticking
Yeah.
together.
Right. So then you stir it briefly until the bubbles come on the side. So you can see here, there should be bubbles on the side. Don't overcook it.
Yeah. Don't overcook it either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remove from the heat and then add the potatoes into a casserole dish. So you put the potatoes in this dish and then you add in the
No, you can do it the other way.
other way, yeah, and stir it. So
Yeah.
it's all
Covered.
covered nicely.
That'll get you the right flavors. Otherwise, the potato will be tasteless, where you don't have the mixture on top.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be a live demo. I wanted to see Nabi
I
stirring.
know. I said that to her. It has to be live because we want the end product. It's a
Bit disappointed.
it's a
Oh.
big disappointment. I agree with you. My
No,
stomach
don't
is
worry, I'm
crying
very
out.
happy.
He had it yesterday, so I don't know why he's complaining.
Don't worry, Nabi Prabhuji. He complicates everything. Let Mataji do everything. Nabi Prabhuji is doing buffer pie. Buffer pie, all
Nabi-
potatoes which are already buffered.
Nanibel, we're coming to dinner at your place. You better have a proper Gauranga potato.
No, it's not overcooked. It's good. That's how it should be, golden.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, I must say my preference is to have it on the slightly darker side of gold.
JNT,
Yeah, give
Yes.
Nabi the burnt bits. Yeah.
I think you should allow Nabi to cook. Then he will stop complaining. Then he will know how hot is
I
a
do,
pan.
Oh
believe me.
no, I spend so much time clearing up after him, and he burns all the dishes, everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, and there is a variation to this
Yeah,
as well.
so that's the next
Yeah,
slide.
yeah.
So variations, if you don't want to eat potatoes, you can use other vegetables like peppers, that's bell peppers, courgettes, sweet potatoes, even pumpkin as well. Instead of potatoes, so you just, other vegetables, you don't cut them too thinly because they cook quite quickly. And also they would take less time to bake as well.
So,
So this is an example of peppers in the sour cream. So again, the preparation for the sour cream is exactly the same, but then you'd add whatever vegetables that you want and then bake it.
the only thing will be that this will bring out a little bit more water. So the sour cream will be a little bit runny, perhaps. And pitambar, butter squash, you can do.
Yeah, again, you
pumpkin,
can cut.
sorry,
Yeah,
pumpkin.
I've mentioned that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but just mentioning it to Pitambar especially because he was saying.
Yeah, so again, pitambar, yeah, you can cut them up into little pieces and then put them in the sour cream. And as I said, in the sour cream also, I've made it simple. So I haven't put chilies or ginger, but you can add chilies and ginger as well to it, depending on your taste.
Any questions?
Any questions on this one?
Oh, can I just ask one question?
Yes.
Just one. Hare Krishna. Could you, if you're in a rush, could you half boil the potatoes first?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So yeah, you can parboil them. So basically what you do is bring some water to the boil, add the slices.
Yeah.
Okay. And then again, as soon as they boil, take the water out. So those are like parboiled, and that will take like half the time.
Yeah, sure. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought, yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
And try to take out all the water. Make sure they're not.
Strain all the water out.
Strain the water out.
Yeah.
What about baby potatoes?
Look, there's a society called Cruelty to Baby Potatoes. We are members.
Now you can
What
use
about
baby
baby
potatoes,
ones?
but again, you might have to just cut them in half. Make sure they're not too thick, because the thicker the potatoes are, the longer it'll take to bake and cook through.
Okay.
Actually, baby potatoes probably go down really well.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I think the baked potatoes needs to be boiled proper, as in,
Yeah.
and
I
then put it in the sour cream and whatever. I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this dish actually, you could have it any day apart from Ekadasi as well. So the variation would be, you could add haldi to this, turmeric,
Mhm.
And you can, when you put the oil in, you can put mustard seeds as well.
Mm.
Makes it a little different variation. So you can have this dish outside of Ekadashi days as well. Okay. So everyone's going to try this?
So we have to preheat oil before 60 minutes.
Once, yes, I'm
No,
definitely.
not for 60 minutes. No, just preheat the oven for 5 minutes.
Preheat
Okay.
5 minutes and bake for 60 minutes.
Okay.
Now, we don't want an explosion in your flat, okay?
Because I don't know cooking, I was.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know what
So for
happened.
the quickness, you have to do the power bowl, because I do power bowl.
Mm.
It takes about even less than half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you have extra items to wash later.
Come on,
Yeah,
there's a
that's why
dishwasher
I
there.
keep it as simple as possible.
Prabhuji, you are there, so don't worry. You do all the washing.
No, he won't. He fetches too much water around, and I'm just cleaning up afterwards.
Then out of the kitchen, please.
Yes, that is the best thing.
I
Hence
think
why I'm
men
doing
are same. When my husband's cooking, I'm cleaning, tidying up every minute after it. If I haven't been in the kitchen, and when he finishes, there is a mountain full of washing up to do, and all the worktops are to be cleaned.
It's because you need the practice.
That's debatable.
Matajis, all of you need to teach Prabhujis, wash as you go.
She's tried.
Given up.
Induleka Mataji, it doesn't work. I have tried. I've been married over 40 years. It doesn't work. Men are different.
40 years. I can understand that with experience.
Yes.
So Prabhujis will be saying, oh, these Matajis are backbiting in front of us.
Okay.
No, it's the truth.
If anybody's got any questions, yes, you can put it on.
Okay, so what would you eat this dish with? You don't. You eat it as it is.
Yes, it's as it is.
Yeah, it's quite filling. It'll fill you up.
And it's very tasty.
Mhm.
Peppers.
You can add Ekadashi flour to absorb extra water.
Right.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's Janaki's mother, no?
No, no, it's Nani Ben.
No. We're getting confused. Who's who? There's
Oh yeah, it's me and my mom.
Ah, okay. Thank you for that.
Mataji, I'm confused as well. I said, who is this?
I thought it might cause some confusion.
Thank you, Janki.
That's a good idea. So what would you do? You would cook the Ekadasi flour?
Yeah, so when you put the oil, you just roast it a little bit, the flour, and then put all the other ingredients in there.
So Janaki, try it and just leave it outside. I'll come and collect it.
Yeah, definitely.
Janki, what would you use instead of sour cream for as a vegan variation?
My mom, yeah, what is it? I just use water and Ekadasi flour.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And to make give the sourness, do you?
You just put some lemon juice.
Okay.
Okay. So if you have any vegans, that's the other option then.
Yeah, we try and do this dish vegan, so that's what.
Good.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Good.
And with all the vegetables. That's why I put the Ekadasi flour.
Yeah.
Because the vegetables release a lot of water.
Yes, all the other vegetables do.
Yeah,
About the potatoes. Yeah.
Okay. And Janaki, how's it taste? And Mum's sitting next to you, but how does it taste?
It tastes really good. I was quite surprised because when I went vegan, I was thinking I was going to miss all the creamy and the cheese parts of this dish, but it was surprisingly like you don't miss it. Like you get used to it. So.
Janki,
yeah.
Do you know which is a vegetarian cheese?
You usually can tell because it's marked with a V in the shop.
Yeah. Okay.
So it'll have vegetarian, but you have to check every cheese because there's some random cheese which actually isn't vegetarian. So
Yeah.
just always look for the back and at the front. On the front there's a V, and at the back it should say suitable for vegetarians.
Okay, okay.
But definitely check every time.
And Naniben, you should try to get organic vegetarian cheese. It's very easy.
I've never seen it.
Sainsbury's do a good version.
Sainsbury's is available. Tesco is available.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is always good. Organic, as much as you can. Organic is good.
Okay.
Saute veggies to get rid of water. Yeah.
You could do that. Again, you're adding a lot of extra steps to the process.
Remember, it's got to be basic baby steps.
Yeah.
There's men here.
And also, for Ekadasi, you want to try it keep it as simple as possible, so you're not wasting so much time in the kitchen, and more time on Bhakti as well.
Good, yeah. Good.
Okay.
Well, there's a few men here. There's Madhusudan, there's me, there's Rohit, there's Pitamba, there's Amita Krishna. Amita Krishna probably not allowed in the kitchen anyway.
I just like the looks of the photos that you produce, and I'm feeling hungry now.
Okay.
Oh, you wait. This is even more. This is to die for. Jayanti calls it Rosti, but I prefer potato pizza.
The Ekadasi flour. Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah. Ekadasi flour is the same as Ferrari flour.
Yes.
Naniben. So, any more questions on that? Otherwise, we can shift on to
the second recipe.
Yeah. So,
okay. So again, this potato rosti or potato pizza. Okay. So again, preparation time is only 10 minutes because you're basically grating potatoes and then cutting up the filling as well. So, and then cooking time is 20 minutes. This is again just one potato rosti. Okay, so you have to multiply that if you want to do more. So ingredients is 1 large potato. Again, red potatoes are preferable because they don't have so much water content as well. And also when they stick together, there's more starch in there to keep the rosti intact when you spread it out. 1 tablespoon of oil, again, olive oil, sunflower, any Ekadasi oil, or even ghee as well. Black pepper, grated cheese, 2 tablespoons of grated cheese, salt to taste, and 1 large tomato. So again, the basic ingredients. Okay.
And salt as an approximation, 1 teaspoonful.
No, half a teaspoon. Yeah.
Half teaspoon
for 1 medium-sized rosti.
Okay.
Okay. And basically, these are sort of things you need: a grater, a spatula, and a nice frying pan. A deep one. You don't have a flat one because the oil will splutter. Okay, that's why I've showed you the type that you would really need for this. Okay, so basically, first you peel your potato and grate it on the large side of a grater. Add salt, black pepper, chilies, and ginger as well. Mix well. You can also add coriander at this stage. So this is what the grated potato should look like. Okay. And the next thing is you cut tomatoes into small pieces and the grate cheese and mix with the tomatoes, add some salt as well. So again, that is what the mixture will look like.
So they're separate. They're kept separate.
Yeah.
So this is the salt. This is the cheese and the tomato.
Okay, so then you heat the oil in the frying pan over a medium heat. And when it's hot, probably about a minute or so, add the grated potatoes and spread out the potatoes to cover the frying pan. And you add a spoonful of oil on the side. So this is basically, once you spread it out, it should look like a chapati there. Okay.
And the oil goes
on the side
around.
Yeah.
To
stop it sticking. Yeah. And you try and flatten it. You can use the back of a spoon just to flatten it and get it all even as well. So make sure it's not too thick either, because then it won't cook so well through the roasty. And also make sure it's not too thin, because when you're going to flip it, it might break. So you cook the underside, takes about 5 to 7 minutes on a medium flame, so it is golden. Okay, and then you flip it over. So once you've flipped it over, this is what that underside will look like. Okay.
Now the flipping, I've got a couple of other versions on how to flip, which we can tackle a little later.
So you use a spatula to flip it. So basically what you do is you use your spatula to make sure it's not sticking to the frying pan all the way around before you flip it. Okay.
So the spatula, you use a spatula to flip it. Yeah.
Okay, then the next stage is you place the tomato and the cheese mixture into the middle of the roasty like this. So this side is uncovered and this side is uncovered. Okay. Then you fold the potato over the tomato mixture on one side and then the other side. So, and add a spoonful of oil. And again, cook this for about 7 minutes until golden. So once you folded it, that's what it looks like. So you can't see the tomato mixture at all. And make sure, and then you can use your spoon just to pat it down.
So this side would go onto here, and this side would go into, they'll meet in the middle, so that
they're covered. So you don't have anything exposed, because if the tomato or the cheese is exposed, then it'll come out onto the frying pan, not stay intact inside. So you put the oil again on the side, and you cook it for about 5 to 7 minutes until it's golden brown, and you flip it over again. So you flip it roasty and cook for another 7 minutes until it's golden. So once it's cooked on both sides, this is what the end product will look like. Okay, and then you offer that to Krishna.
Does it release any water with the tomatoes and after grating the potatoes?
Okay, so if you the salt in the potatoes, okay, it will release a little bit of water, but that'll get absorbed once it's cooked.
And you don't want to leave it too long. You want to grate the potato, add the salt, and straight away put it into the frying pan.
Yeah. Okay. And with the tomatoes, what I do is I cut up the tomatoes and mix the cheese, and just put the salt in just when I'm about to put it in onto the roasty, because otherwise you will get a lot of water from the salt. So to avoid too much water, try and add the salt at the last minute. Any other questions on this? So that's this recipe.
And this is really one of the most delicious Ekadasi
and it's
things you can have.
Especially quite filling. Just one medium one is enough to for one meal.
For pigs like me, probably 1.5 is good.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So when I do, but I don't put tomatoes inside. What I do, I create carrots also mixed with a potato, and then I just put grated cheese inside, and salt and peppers, and I fold it. Now I get an idea to put tomatoes also.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Yes. I mean, you can make your own variations.
Yes. And who hasn't tasted it, believe me, it's really nice.
It is, yeah. It's simple, but it's tasty.
But then the thing is that it takes a long time, because if you make for one person, it's okay. If you make for a family,
So if you make it for say 3 people, it's a good hour cooking time at least.
Yeah.
And there's quite a lot of You got to work a little harder.
Yeah, you're working all the way through because you're basically grating all the time and
yeah,
in between.
So another little tip here: if you are making for a couple of people, you can have 3-4 pans on the oven to make it at the same time. That's what I do.
It's more cleaning then. Now what I do is I usually try and make a large one so it's enough for one person.
Yeah.
So then you don't have to make too many.
Yeah, but I have 2 pans, one big, one small. So the big one and a small one alongside.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Kaushalya Maji?
I think she's adding on.
Prabhu, I like it. I will do it this time when I'm doing Ekadasi.
Good, good.
Yes.
This is going to be my meal for tonight. I can't wait. too tempting, Mataji. This is too much.
You're right.
Yes.
You're right.
Actually, try these before the Ekadashi because if they doesn't work out, then you might be disappointed. As I said, you can have these any day of the week. It doesn't have to be on an Ekadashi.
Okay, Mataji.
No problem.
Sorry, 1 second. We can put some few small cut chilies as well in the potato mix.
You can, yes, yes.
Now you're talking my language.
Cottage cheese. Is it vegetarian?
No, not cottage cheese. She's talking about chilies.
Chilies.
Oh, chilies. Okay.
I suppose you can jazz it up with whatever vegetables like red, green peppers.
Yeah.
Chilies,
Yeah,
coriander.
that's allowed, for Ekadashi,
Is not allowed?
No, anything that is allowed for Ekadashi, you can put in there,
Because going back to Gauranga potatoes, I bake cauliflower and broccoli. I parboil it, use Ferrari atta to make the sauce and just bake it and plan it so it doesn't take so long. But that's my variation. Thank you.
Yeah. Good.
Any more questions on this?
Just one question for me, Prabhu. So tomatoes is okay for Ekadashi, is that right? We can have tomatoes?
Okay. Now, depends how strict you are. Depends how strict you are. Some Vaishnavs groups say tomatoes is not good to have. Usually in Hare Krishna's movement, it's a little bit flexible. They tend to have tomatoes and peppers, and in fact, even cauliflower,
broccoli, everything. Yeah, courgettes. They have all the vegetables apart from spinach, sweet corn, peas, like that. Yeah.
But my personal opinion on this is that if we're gonna do it, you might as well do it properly, and you should really avoid. Okay, I've got a list somewhere. I tell you what, Ritesh, we'll tackle that in just a few minutes because I've got a list of in a different file. We'll just bring that up, and this is this probably a little bit strict as to what you can have, and I didn't put up what we can't have because that will put people off. But it's better to see what we can have and just work around that. The beauty of this is you don't need tomato in the. You can just make it without tomato, and it'll still taste
with just cheese.
It tastes absolutely phenomenal, even without tomato. So strictly speaking,
so you can just put cheese, coriander, chilies, ginger, and that is absolutely fine. It'll still be just nice and tasty.
Very, very good. Yeah, it's really flexible, this one.
I think the problem is folding over. Is it?
Yes, you're right. You're right. I always have that problem because what happens, this is from the man side now, right? Talking about the man side. When we do this bit, it's quite difficult to flip it over. I'm going to give them my variations.
No, I was just going to say. Joking. No, I was going to say if the.
Yeah. Go on. Say it.
No, it's fine.
No, go on.
No, what I was going to say is the problem with the flipping is if the temperature is too high and it cooks very quickly, then it'll stick and then you have a problem The flipping is also, you have to have the temperature medium flame.
Medium, but also you keep with the spatula, keep moving this, keep moving it. So after about a minute or 2 minutes, it will have a little bit cooked. You put the spatula underneath and you try to lift the this sort of chapati, if you like, and you'll see after a while it'll actually move around. When you move this pan around, it'll move as well. That way you know it's not stuck to the pan. The problem is it gets stuck to the pan and then you can't lift it in one piece and flip it over.
If you do have a problem, it doesn't, when you flip it and it's not in one piece, you can just maneuver it and put it all together, and it will stay a little bit together. You don't have to fold it either. You can just cook it like this, and on the other side, if you don't want to put any fillings in there. Yeah. So then what you do is you put your coriander, whatever, in the actual grating of the potatoes. And, you don't have to, if you don't want any filling in it, you just cook it on one side and cook it on the other and eat it like that as a whole chapati or a rosti.
You still have to flip it.
No, if you don't have any filling.
If there's no filling.
Yeah.
Janti, if you put the tomatoes and cheese and whatever, if you don't want to flip it, if you just grill it, then the cheese will melt and it tastes equally good.
That's another option.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've never tried it like that.
Yeah, I have tried it. It works.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, for the flipping, if you see that it's moving in the pan, I don't know about others, but with experience, I can just flip it over the pan itself. I don't need spatula or anything.
Correct.
Because of
that's what I do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Flip it over, and you're gonna see
Yes.
oil go everywhere. Very nice.
Yeah.
Messy kitchen, KJ.
No, I don't mess the kitchen, but I do it properly.
So the other option is this.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, what about ghee? Which ghee shall we use?
Cow's ghee is the best one, not the vegetable ghee.
Cow's ghee, yes?
Yeah. Gomata's ghee is the best.
Patanjali ghee is quite good. It is cow's ghee.
Yeah, Patanjali's ghee is good.
Quite good, actually.
Okay, Prabhu.
This is a variation.
It's this one again. You can instead of putting it in the middle, you can put it on one side and then just flip it, and so it's half. I don't know if you have. Yeah, so it's half like that. Again, it's different. You can do different variations as well as to how you want to prepare it.
Any questions? Everybody's gone off to the kitchen, haven't they? Have a snack.
I'm thinking about cheese in my kitchen, in my fridge. So I'm sure I've got some vegetarian cheese there. This is definitely going tonight.
Yeah. Now I would suggest everyone should try it before the Ekadashi, so they.
Yes. Yeah. Experience.
I had a question. So first we have to grate the potato, right?
Yes.
Then first we have to put oil, then we have to grate potatoes.
Oh, okay.
No, grate potatoes, so it's ready.
Okay.
And then you heat up your frying pan, put the oil, and you spread out your potatoes onto the frying pan.
Okay. But it doesn't stick. We are not adding any flour or rising agents.
No flowers.
No flour, nothing.
So here's a process, young man. You peel the potato, you grate the potato. This is
I understood this one. Okay.
And then you add the salt, you cut the tomatoes, grate the cheese, mix it together. And then you cook one side.
Spread it out on there.
Yeah.
And put the oil.
Oh yes, don't forget the oil. Because otherwise, if you don't put the oil, it will stick. You won't be able to lift it from the pan. So oil is
easiest. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then, Rohit, especially you try this because this
it's easy.
It's easy, but also, well, just watch out for this bit. This bit is the tricky bit. Okay.
Well, yeah, make sure it doesn't stick there.
So first, maybe do a small one. Even you can do half size of this. Don't make a big one.
Okay.
Just get the hang of it first. And then if you don't want to put the tomato in the middle, just put it on the side. And then you just, you don't have to flip it, like fold it twice. You just fold it once.
We have to fold it.
Yeah. So if you look here, we've put the tomato in the middle.
Okay.
Of the cook,
Yeah.
and then it's folded once, twice.
Okay.
And then you cook both folded sides, this way and the other side. The
Okay.
other option is you just put the tomato, everything on one side, and you do one fold.
Thank you very much.
And you cook both sides. Don't forget to cook both sides. Both sides have to look like this, okay? Otherwise, you're going to get stomach ache.
We put some oil first, isn't it, before putting in the
Yes,
potatoes?
put a little bit of oil. Yes.
Oil
And
is
then on the
important.
sides as well. Yeah.
Sorry?
And on the side as well.
Side as well.
Yes.
So this 1 tablespoon might be a little bit more. No?
Yeah.
Might be a little bit more. Yeah. You put as you require. Huh? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes, we use it as required. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, KTC ghee not recommended. Oh, okay, Amita Krishna. Why is that?
No, sorry, I was
Asking
asking,
the
is
question.
KTC not
KTC.
recommended?
Oh, I see.
Because you said Patanjali or something, ghee to be used?
No, yeah, Patanjali is one brand.
Yeah.
Right.
KTC is it's okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's okay?
It's okay, Prabhu?
KTC, yeah,
KTC is okay?
as long as it's cow milk, it's okay.
Yeah. It's like there's no
Cow,
vegetable.
it's got cow, yeah.
Cow ghee,
Yeah,
so
it
cow.
is. Yeah, it's okay.
And what about coconut oil?
That's
Yeah,
fine. That's fine as well. Yeah. Because that's okay for Ekadasi.
Gauranga potatoes, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So any Ekadasi oil you can use for these both recipes.
And coconut oil is supposed to be
Very healthy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, makes sense. Good. So let's just have a look at the list. Let me just find it. Where did I put it?
I had one question. So, so we can add top-ups of butter or other like anything which top-ups
Yeah, you
for
can use
this.
butter. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the butter, we need to see if it's is for Ekadasi.
Oh,
Is
I
it?
don't know
Because
this type.
Like what do you mean, the salt or something?
salt also, we use a pink salt or the Himalayan salt. And the butter also, sometimes people get confused when you say canola oil or olive oil butter, but it's not really that because there's a mix in there. So it's better to check all the ingredients if you want to keep the Ekadasi fast nicely.
See, I think in the UK, the salt will be just normal salt. It won't be Himalayan salt anyway in the butter. So you'd have it without the salt.
No. She's saying the no salt. We should.
I'm talking about the butter.
Himalayan salt or
yeah.
Not
But
in.
also, you are very lucky. In UK, we get so many like Ekadasi things like preparation. But here, we got the buckwheat pasta, but the other rice.
Ji, Raja?
You know when you're making the food tomorrow?
Yeah.
How many tomatoes do you need?
Tomatoes, not many. I've got another one also, plum potato.
So Govinda Prabhu's got a different angle on this now. On the potato pizza, he's saying we can cut it into small squares and it'll be potato burfi.
But not sweet.
You've got an interesting kitchen, Govinda Prabhu.
I am completely different from others, Prabhu. I am completely different from others.
Are you going to be like that palace that Yudhishthira had, which instead of water?
Maybe yes. Maybe yes, by the mercy of devotees. By the mercy of devotees.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Very early.
Sorry?
Yes, Prabhu. Very early when I started I joined ISKCON. So I do not know what to use, what not to use. So at that time, soy sauce, I don't have soy sauce. So in noodle, instead of putting soy sauce, I put Sunquick concentrated orange juice. And everyone,
everybody loved it.
Everyone, yes, it was lovely, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, it was lovely. It was tasty. It
This
was
is the thing with
tasty.
Pushardom, isn't it? No matter how, but he always turns out good. Yeah, well done. Yeah,
I
very
find
good.
a substitute for that, so I put it.
Very good. Very good. Thank you, Govinda Prabhu. Really good. Good share. So food's allowed for Ekadasi. I haven't gone for the not allowed. If we just stick to the allowed and then work around this. So obviously fruits, all nuts are allowed, oils made from nut, coconuts, olive. Sunflower is okay. Yeah, sunflower is okay.
Groundnut oil.
Groundnut oil is okay. Ghee, of course, is okay. Potatoes, sweet potatoes is good. Pumpkin, cucumber is okay. Radish, squash, lemon is good. Avocado is okay. Olives, coconut, of course. Buckwheat, sugar. Probably would say avoid white sugar, isn't it? Avoid it as a matter of course anyway. But on Ekadasi, definitely avoid white sugar. Black pepper is okay. Fresh salt, well,
Ekadasi
yeah,
salt or
Ekadasi
Himalayan.
salt. So this is if we follow this, then you won't have any issues about what we are allowed and not allowed. But if we go down the vegetable routes, not many are actually technically allowed. And if you're going to fast, you might as well fast properly.
Yeah, because if you look at the Vaishnavas, how they fast, they just have either potatoes or bananas, like green bananas, plantains, things like that. They try not to have any other vegetables as such. Even cassava, which is not from Bharat, I think it's only in the African, South American sort of countries. So, again, we have that, but in Bharat, you don't get that. So again, they wouldn't have it. So if it depends how strict you want to be. And also then you wouldn't be using things like tomatoes and bell peppers and things like that as well. And also spices, it would be salt, pepper, green chilies, ginger, clove powder, cinnamon powder, lemon juice.
Yeah.
Sabudana allowed, isn't it?
Not on Ekadashi, no.
No?
No.
It's
Samo is, but not sabudana, because again,
it's a tricky process.
Yeah, some people say there's a mixture involved as well, and how they make it as well. So we try and avoid it on Ekadashi.
But what did you other one did you say?
Samo rice.
Okay, but oh my God.
The sabudana in itself is not bad, but the process is very bad.
Yes.
When they do it, there's so many like insects who fall in the process, and they mix it together. Not only in Ekadasi, I avoid it completely.
Yeah. Maybe a good idea.
We can use dudhi, isn't it? Dudhi on Ekadashi?
You can, if you don't want to be too strict, like just if you want to use these other vegetables. But yeah, otherwise I tend not to. I just use potatoes and plantains.
Okay.
Or green bananas.
Prabhupada kept it simple,
Yeah.
like in the sense he just said don't eat grains or beans, right?
Yeah.
And everything else was pretty much allowed. So no puri, no rice, no dal, like that. So the reason for that was mainly, especially in his time, it was mainly devotees living in the temple, and service was mainly to go out, to do Harinam, to do book distribution. And if you kept it so strict, then they may not have
The
energy to get out there and do the service. So he was very practical. So he allowed all sorts of things, perhaps which some Vaishnavas would avoid in Ekadasi.
Mm.
So I would say if you're running out of energy, you shouldn't. And you know, if you're missing the tomatoes and whatever, it's fine, because then it's tomatoes and they don't come into the category of grains and beans. But for whatever reason, I think maybe because tomato contains seeds, it's just avoided by a lot of Vaishnavas who do Ekadashi. But the main thing is to remember Krishna, to do service for Krishna. If we do Ekadashi and we fall apart, then I would even argue don't do Ekadashi, because the main thing is to remember the Lord. And if we forget him and do Ekadashi, then what's the point of that? But if we can do Ekadashi and remember the Lord, that will please him a lot. Ritesh, does that sort of...
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
And what are you doing here? You should be training up the kids.
Oh, we're done. We
Oh my
finished.
goodness, wow. Now I must say to devotees, Ritesh and Priti together, they do really amazing with these children. Every week there's a drama. It's on Zoom, but it's such magnificently done. So I'd like to thank you very much, Ritesh.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, can we eat gourd? Gourd.
Ekadashi again.
God is not allowed, no.
No.
God.
God.
Oh, sorry, God.
No.
God is everywhere. He's allowed.
I suppose God, we're eating prasad, we're eating God, weren't we? Yeah, true. Okay, you're right. Go no.
No.
Avoid go.
On Ekadashi, yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, but they'll prepare some flour chapatis. I heard many times some devotees do. What is that flour? Is it available here?
Not in Scotland.
in Indian shops, grocery shops here in London or in England, it is, yes. It's called Ekadashi atta.
Okay, no.
Or Rajagra or Singoda or buckwheat, like that.
Can you make ordinary chapati or puri?
Do you make?
Yes, I know. I'll make.
Okay. So I'll send you a bag. Okay, I'll send you a bag. You just send me your address. I'll send you a bag of the
Ekadashi
atta.
Okay.
It's a
I
little.
think I'll try Ekadasi atta. Yeah, it's little difficult.
It's a little difficult, but I'll send you a bag. You sample it. You try it.
I think the label on the atta is Faradi atta. So if the shops use Faradi atta.
Yeah.
Okay. In Bangladesh, Pakistan shops are there here more.
No, you
they won't
don't get it. Yeah.
They won't have them.
This is actually only available in one shop, and that's called Wibi. This particular atta, and it is so good that you can't even tell the difference between ordinary chapati and this Ekadashi.
What is it called? Faradi.
Farari.
Yeah.
Farari means Ekadashi.
It's only
Farari.
available.
English. And in Gujarati, it's called Farari, yeah.
But it's only available.
Ferrari.
Yeah.
Not Ferrari, the car.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's more Gujarat production, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's only available in VB anyway.
This particular brand.
But this is the only brand that it's like normal chapati. Okay. Anybody else? Any questions?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. For Rohit, it is easier because he's alone, so he can get 2 potatoes. Just boil it a little bit water. If he use microwave, he can put it in microwave. Otherwise, just boil it. Mash the potatoes. Put salt, peppers, olive oil, and avocado, and you get a good meal. For one person, it's better to do.
Yes, yes.
Okay, anybody else?
And sorry, were you saying gur? So are you saying jaggery was not allowed? Was that the gur?
Not only Ekadasi, Ekadasi is jaggery. Again, the process of making it is, and sometimes they add some things to it as well. So you just best to avoid jaggery.
So it's best to just have brown sugar.
Yeah, brown sugar.
Okay. Because some oils have, like I was reading, my oil that I have has jaggery and sesame in it.
Yes, really?
Yeah, so you can't have sesame seeds actually on Ekadashi. Only the Sattila Ekadashi are you allowed to have sesame.
Okay. I need to replan my Ekadashi.
Jacket potato is the best. Simple.
And fruits and milk.
Yes, Prabhu. If I was at home, I could not eat anything. If I go to work, only the problem. Otherwise, if I home, I even don't drink water sometimes.
Yeah, that's good.
Don't drink.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, it's on Friday coming up. Ekadasi.
Yeah, Friday. Yes.
So
working.
Yeah, you might be working that day. So, but the good thing about you, if you're working all night, that means you're staying up all night on Ekadasi. That's really good. That's really good. Okay, so we can. Let me see if I got the shinga.
Just one request. I think we should do another session, Mataji, on Ekadashi dishes.
Yeah. You what would you like? What sort of things would you like? Just let us know.
I think on Ekadashi, I mean, many potatoes or samo khichdi and something like those things that we normally eat.
Okay.
Right.
Makes sense. Yes. That's a good idea.
These two dishes today were very good. Excellent.
Okay.
Good.
I make samo kheer. That's quite
Yes,
filling.
that's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Pitambar, have you got any questions?
I think he's going to make some potato roasties.
Hare Krishna. No, everything got answered brilliantly.
Okay. Good.
Thank you.
Pratibha,
Yeah. You know, you can make pudla with the Ferrari atta.
Yes, I've tried that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it tastes good.
Yeah.
Actually,
she's a good, brilliant cook.
I think Janaki, you can do the next session with Mum.
Yeah, I've been trying to tell her.
I'm learning still Ekadashi food.
No, you're good. She's one of the best cooks in the world.
I'm trying to get her to do a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Pratibha and Mataji, I think we should do something on Ferrari because I don't use that at all much.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
The Ferrari atta, you just put salt, the green chilies, coriander, and pepper, and just like normal pudla, you make the consistency like normal pudla, and you do it on a non-stick pan, and you just add a little bit of oil on the side.
Okay.
And just flip it. Yeah.
Okay.
Some people, is quinoa allowed?
Yes, quinoa is allowed.
Yeah, some people make dosa from the quinoa.
Next session will be with you now. Mataji, Mother Prabhuji will be out.
I don't want to steal.
Troublemaker. Very good. I agree with that actually. So yes, definitely, Mataji, Pratibha, when you can do maybe in about 4 weeks, we'll do another session on a Saturday, 4 weeks Saturday. It'd be really nice.
3 weeks time for the next next Ekadashi is Gita Jayanti, isn't it?
Yeah, after that. Yeah. 4 weeks time. It'll be good.
Haribol, from samo I made dokra as well. They come out really nice.
Yeah, you get samo flour as well, so you can make dokra as well. Yeah. There's lots of things you can make. Uttapam, so many things now that you can make. Yeah.
And you're going to, a lot of people are going to feel very bad after this session. You're saying, oh, you can do this, you can do that.
I'm fainting now. I'm really fainting now. All this, the recipes coming and I'm not doing anything. Oh, my pudlas and dhoklas. Oh my God.
Actually, this is almost now turning into a normal day.
Not fasting.
It's not fasting,
Feasting.
it's feasting, yeah. Okay.